Hello, my name is Gareth Tancred. I'm the Chief Executive of the Pensions Management Institute, or the PMI as many people call it. The PMI has a long established reputation. We've been around for over 4 decades. As an organisation, we're very different to many other organisations in the sector in that we're a not-for-profit. And whilst we do have some commercial operations, we don't exist for a commercial purpose. Any surpluses that we do make as a not-for-profit get reinvested back into the Institute to provide services for our members. As a professional body delivering qualifications, we're also an awarding organisation as well. And as an awarding organisation, we are regulated by Ofqual. Ofqual is the qualifications regulator. And because we're regulated by them, we have to operate to very, very high standards. Now, because of this association and because people see our qualifications, they might be mistaken to thinking that that's all the PMI does, deliver qualifications. But in fact, professional bodies are charged with a much wider remit. Professional bodies generally develop and maintain standards for the profession that they serve. For example, we make sure that our members act with integrity and they adhere to a written code of conduct. We have a wealth of expertise that we channel out to our membership and beyond through an insight program. That insight program consists of webinars, events, publications, our website, technical briefings, so on and so forth. But one of the key things that we do as a professional body is provide education. That education comes in many forms, whether it's training, seminars, and of course, qualifications. Qualifications not only help individuals to develop their own careers, but also support the organisations that those people work for. They make sure that standards are improved, both within those organisations and across the profession generally. Ultimately, people taking those qualifications are helping scheme members and the millions out there in society achieve better pensions outcomes. So to talk about our qualifications in more detail, I'd like to introduce Dr. Keith Hoodless, our Director of Lifelong Learning. Keith.
Hi, my name's Keith Hoodless. And I think you'll have heard Ofqual mentioned many times, and I think you'll have to understand who Ofqual are. They're the Office for Qualifications, Examinations and Assessments. And what they do primarily is regulate the qualifications market so that any qualification you take is of a certain standard, it's of a certain level, and they maintain that all standards and all levels are the same. And we fit well into that. We have qualifications across levels from level 2 to level 6. And then you have to understand what qualifications are to us. They are an assessment of your capability and expertise at that point of examination. And you maintain that by taking the exam, passing the exam, and then continuing to improve on your knowledge and your experience, either through the working situation or through taking more qualifications. And we listen to members. We listen to members more than ever before, more than we ever have done. And members will say, well, we've got these qualifications and what do we do with them? So we introduce a qualification framework, our competency framework. And what it does, it introduces our qualifications at whatever point you are in your career and matches the two together. What does that mean for us, and what does that mean for the society in which we live? Well, the more people qualified in the sector, the better the sector will become. The more educated that sector will become. The more people in society who are qualified, the better the whole economy becomes. It's about continuous improvement, and we're not alone in that. Even the PMI itself has its own method of improvement, and we have a method of continuous improvement which involves, moreover now, listening to our members and dealing with what our members are requesting us to do. The first of this was the competency framework, and I think where I am with it in terms of moving forward is improving that level of communication, improving the standard of the qualification so that they don't just stand in time, they move along with the learner as they progress through their career. But more importantly, this communication around qualifications extends itself to our recent development, which is putting our qualifications online. The membership wished to have a more accessible, more understandable, more convenient way of sitting an exam. We put them online. What our offer is to continue and improve, to increase the longevity and make sure this sector has qualifications that are right for that moment in time.
Thank you very much, Keith. That was a fascinating insight to the work that PMI does in developing and delivering its qualifications. So if you're watching us for the first time, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the link. And in other videos, we'll be looking at some of the more exciting things that PMI does. For example, our Insight program. Look forward to seeing you soon.